always meet new collectors here, and some of the people who have purchased from me in art vessels really become like lifelong collectors, and they still support me to this day. So it's definitely still important. I gotta show up, I gotta make it work, and I'm gonna have fun. I always do. But yeah, so you know what, let's go do this. Let's see how much art I can sell in 100-degree heat.
They will come, they will come, like the sun, like the sun. They will be, they will be everything. Everything. When you put it out there and it's pure, it's pure. Can't ask for anything more, anything more. Want to do this for you wholeheartedly.
For day one, I sold a few paper prints. I sold one framed reproduction, and then this painting right here, which I'm going to be dropping it off on my way home. It's on the way, so no problem. I love to give customer service. Other than that, honestly, a pretty slow day. Definitely slower than past years that I've been here, but not bad considering the heat and everything. So I'm ready to go cool off, have a glass of wine, get home, get to my kids, and I will see you in the morning. Can you hear the cicadas in the trees? I love coming to this park. I love being here. I'm ready for day two. I've been coming to Piedmont Park for over 20 years now, since I first moved here in 2004. I have so many good memories here, and I'm always happy to spend the day outside, even if it's hot. My only enemy is the rain for these events, and there's no rain in the forecast, so good with me. I don't know if you saw my necklace. A lot of people were commenting on this yesterday, so I decided to wear it again. That's from when I used to make jewelry. I made this. It's got lots of like affirmations on it. I love this piece. I'm glad I kept a piece for myself. I used to sell jewelry at the same event about 10 years ago. Now I'm just painting full time. So anyways, I'm feeling really good and positive and ready to see what day two brings.
We're doing best getting the city out. Yeah. I mean, we're going to still do some more.
Alright, so I am hanging out here in the shade just right across from my booth. The weather is not so bad to me. I lucked up this year and got a spot in the shade, which is great because sitting in the sun all day would just, that's not what I'm trying to do. I have to be honest though, you guys, nobody is really here. Like, the crowds are just not what they have been in past years. And I don't know, it really just kind of has me rethinking my whole game plan here. Like, I have normally counted on festivals to be like my primary kind of income, honestly, at least 50% for the past 5 years or so, and that's not working out in 2026. And I feel like it's time for me to pivot, and I'm trying to take this as a learning experience. You know, nothing stays the same forever. Change is changes the game of life, and I just have to figure out what my next move is. I broke $1,000, and luckily I did not have to pay for this event. It was sponsored by an organization that I donated a piece to last year, and they sold it at an auction, so at least everything is profit, so that's good. But still, the amount of time, like I said, that it takes to set this up, and just I haven't even made that many connections. I can't say that it's really worth it for me. So anyways, we'll chat more when I get back home. I'll kind of analyze everything, but that is where we're at right now. I've got about 3 hours left, so we'll see if anything changes. The peacock. Why is it your favorite? There you are. You're all set. Thank you. Alright, so I am back home now, but my day's not quite over yet. I still have to unload everything because this is my mom's van that she lets me use when I have events like this. So I got to get it available for her again because I'm grateful that she lets me use it when I need to. I did have one last sale, like 15 minutes before closing, of that little purple painting that you saw me taking off the wall. And also one of my Instagram followers that saw me posting about the event this weekend, she wasn't able to make it because she has a newborn baby and she wasn't bringing her out in that heat either. But she purchased the peacock reproduction that I had on the wall. So altogether, my grand total for the weekend was $17.95, which it sounds okay. You know, that's not bad. And I'm not trying to sound ungrateful or anything. I definitely am. But honestly, when you just look at the numbers and like the expenses and everything, it still is not like what I need to be making right now. I'm just being real. It's time for me to start thinking about what the next step is for me, like I already mentioned. I have a feeling I'm going to be focusing more on the online side of things because my online sales have been picking up a little bit and I have not been posting. I've really been slacking there. So I think it's, you know, time to just look at things and make some adjustments. But anyways, yeah, let me go ahead and get this done and jump in the shower, and that's a wrap. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.